Welcome back, Tigers fans. It's been a long hiatus for me. I haven't been able to call a game in a while. But here we are back with some home court matchup between the Edwardsville Tigers and the East St. Louis Flyers. The Flyers are led by number 0, McCaleb Rich. He is currently committed to Kansas State, the number 6 player in the state. Certainly somebody that Edwardsville kept an eye on for this game. Also intriguing, everybody on East St. Louis is taller than 6'1", except for one player. They have a huge size advantage there. We'll see how the Tigers respond to that, along with their star power up front at the forward and center position. It's going to be a tough battle for the Tigers tonight. They need to be led by a strong performance from their interior guys. Isaiah Kloster most likely to be teamed up on McCaleb Rich. Probably going to have to guard their toughest opponent. McCaleb averages 21 points per game through 9 games so far this year, and the Flyers are 8-1 because of him. Kloster is going to have a huge day on the defensive end and hopefully lock up McCaleb, who doesn't score close to 21. On the other end, we're going to need a huge game from Jonathan Stump. Missed the last game I saw him play with an injury. Don't know what his status is for tonight, but I assume he's playing. He's warming up with the team. It looks like he's going to give it a go. He's going to be interior on 6'10" Cameron Boone on East St. Louis. It's going to be a tough matchup for him as well, but we'll see how the Tigers handle the bigger opponent, the more athletic opponent, the more explosive opponent. We'll see how the Tigers react and what their game plan is, and we'll be back with live game action in just a minute.
Is being saved by Jack Weaver and Kaiser Rebell.
Welcome back, Tiger fans. I'm going to give you a little bit more pregame action. Scoreboard reads 3 minutes, so it seems like we'll get another 3-minute warm-up for both teams, and then we'll begin play here this afternoon. We talked about the interior matchup for the Tigers here. Obviously, the Flyers have a huge size advantage on us. A 6'10" center and a 6'7" small forward is a huge difference for the Tigers, whose tallest player is Jonathan Stump at 6'7", and then Jose Epinesa, who's 6'5". So clearly a size difference there. Going to be interesting to see how Edwardsville attacks that and tries to take advantage of their smaller guys. Probably going to have to go with a faster lineup here tonight. But you're going to have to play big. I'd be interested to see if Jonathan Stump and Jose start, considering they're the two tallest players on the team, at least listed on my sheet here. Yeah, they seem to be the two tallest players on the list. It'll be interesting to see if we decide to start both of them. Keep in mind, Isaiah Kloster is also 6'5". I would think that they would start both of these guys in the hopes of trying to contain some of that size advantage that the Flyers so obviously have, especially considering the two guards for the Tigers, A.J. Tillman and Malik Allen, are 6'1" and 6'2". Could be an interesting matchup all night long for us as we try to figure it out. But again, Michaela Bridge for the Flyers, he's their number 1 player, number 0. Keep an eye on him tonight. He averages 21 points per game through 9 games for the Flyers. Again, they're 8-1. He's committed to Kansas State, and he's the number 6 player in the state. He is a fantastic player. He's got phenomenal expectations. Going to be playing at the D1 level very, very soon. And for most opponents, he looks like a man among boys. We'll see what he does tonight and how the Tigers try to contain him tonight. Also, I'd like to point out there's a EHS broadcasting poll going out right now. Who are you rooting for, Edwardsville or East St. Louis? Right now we have 13 votes. Edwardsville leads the way with 54% of the vote, and East St. Louis with 46%. Respond to the poll, please, if you do get a chance. And I'm going to mute myself now as we get ready for our live action here.
.7" senior, number 0, Michaela Rich. Other guard, 6'5" senior, number 2, Danico Rucker. At forward, 6'4" junior, number 3, Dana Rucker. At forward, 6'6" senior, number 10, Antoine Robinson. And center, 6'8" senior, number 24, Marion Brown.
So both teams decide to go with an extremely different starting lineup. The starting heights for the Flyers starting lineup is 6'7", 6'5", 6'4", 6'6", and 6'8". For the Tigers, it's a completely different story. They opt to go small ball here, 6'1", 6'2", and another 6'1" for their starting guards, and then down low 6'4" and 6'5". So we talked about Yosei Epinesa and possibly Jonathan Stump getting the start tonight to give the Tigers more size. They say, you know what, we're just going to go even smaller and go with Kloster as their tallest player at 6'5". It'll be an interesting matchup for sure. The Flyers have the height advantage for sure, as evidenced by the tip-off where our 6'2" Malik Allen is taking on their 6'7" Michaela Rich, and Rich easily wins that tip-off right back to Danian Rucker. And there's an open look. No good. And rebounded by Chris Crosby, who gets it up to Jake Curry. Daneko Rucker had an open look there. Tigers defense kind of collapsed. Luckily for us, he didn't make it. Tigers offense, a lot of passing around the top. Can't seem to get inside on the much taller Flyer offense. Flyer defense, excuse me. Jake Curry thought about an open look, doesn't take it. He'll drive instead. Again, this is the problem we talked about pregame. They can't get inside on these guys. They're too tall. We'll see how they're going to crack that. There's no shot clock in high school basketball, so they can play this out as long as they want, but we've been in the opposing zone for over a minute now, and we can't seem to get inside at all. There's the give to Kloster. He'll drive. He has a step. Cuts back. Takes the shot. Oh, no good. Bounced around the rim for a sec before Danian Rucker catches it. Rucker takes a spill. And there's Rich shooting right over the opposing defender, Malik Allen. And there's the D1 skills that we talked about earlier today. Just shot the three right over him and sank it. Tigers have got to find a way to get inside, especially if these Flyer... And there's a travel by Kloster. Flyer defender went flying up in the air. I don't think Kloster realized he had an open look. Gets a little caught off balance, and there's a turnover for the Tigers. The score remains 3-0 for the Flyers. We'll see. This is the third Flyers possession. The first one was an open three-point look that they missed, and the second one was a contested three-point look that the Flyer player just shot right over him. There's an open look. Rucker, no good. Rebounded by the other Rucker. And he gets it out to Antoine Robinson, who sinks a three. So it's already 6-0 Flyers. So we're only 2 minutes into the first quarter, and again, Edwardsville possessions are seemingly taking a lot longer. Here it is, the difficulties to get it inside. No player is taller than 6'5" on the Tigers, and Kloster's having a hard time getting around whoever's guarding him, which is changing a lot. Crosby gets it back out to Jake Curry, and they're back where they started, top of the key. Crosby trying to get some separation. Malik Allen will drive. Kicks it out to an open A.J. Tillman, who sinks the three. Buried that three-pointer there, and that'll cut into that Flyer lead. Huge shot. Needed those points. And now it's time for us to clamp down on defense. Can't keep giving these guys open looks. And somewhat open look for Daneko Rucker, and he sinks it. After missing their first shot, they've gone 3 of 4. All 4 shots have been three-point attempts. And the score is back to 9-3. Flyers. Malik Allen now looking for somebody. Tillman will drive. Gets it to Chris Crosby, who in and off the rim. No good. That might be the key to Tigers' success tonight. Their guards driving and then kicking it out to these other players waiting in the corner. It's been the most effective offense they've had all night. It's generated 2 open threes. And there's Daneko Rucker again. Back-to-back three-pointers for him, and he was open that time. Can't keep giving this team open shots. Combine that with the size difference, this could be a long night for the Tigers. Malik Allen in the corner. He'll try it. No good. Almost got the rebound, but it's corralled by Demarion Brown. Here's Antoine Robinson. Rolls off the rim, no good, but the rebound is given back out to Rich, who gets it inside. No good on the shot attempt by Danian Rucker, but he will take a trip to the free throw line now. 2:48 to go in this first quarter. It's 12-3 East St. Louis. Not the start the Tigers were looking for. And their offense doesn't look great as Danian Rucker sinks the first of 2 free throws. And Alec Marquetto will sub in for Isaiah Kloster. And that brings our size difference down from 6'5" of Kloster to 6'2" of Marquetto. And now the Flyers will make a substitution. Danian Rucker, who just made both of his free throws, will sub out, and in comes McKinley Falconer. There's Jake Curry going all the way, and it's stuffed by Caleb Rich. There's the D1 athleticism we were talking about, as he has an open look on the other end. And he buries it. And the East St. Louis fans now are going crazy, because that's a bad turn of events for the Tigers, in need of a spark, and they give up a block from Rich, who then gets an open 3 on the other end that he buries. Not what the Tigers were looking for, and it's 17-3 Flyers with 2:28 to go in the first quarter. Certainly one of the best teams in the state of Illinois, and they're putting on a show right now. So we're back now with more live action from this Edwardsville East St. Louis ball game, and not the start the Tigers wanted. They're already down 17-3, and there's still 2:28 to play in this first quarter. Lineups remain the same for both teams. And I don't think the formula of driving in with our smaller guards is going to work on this athletic, taller East St. Louis team, as they triple team Alec Marquetto at the start. For Malik Allen, buries a 3. That's a big time shot from the junior. Needed that one, and he buries it. There's a good give and go play. And my goodness, Daneko Rucker almost dunked that. That would have been a poster in the making, a high school poster. Good give and go play between him and Demarion Brown, and he almost put that one down. He'll step to the line instead, though, for 2 free throws. And he sinks the first one. Interesting thing about Daneco Rucker, he's got a younger brother by the name of Danian Rucker, and they both start on this very talented East St. Louis squad. And he goes 2 of 2 from the free throw line. If I'm not mistaken, little bro Danian Rucker also sank his 2 free throws, so right now I guess they're tied. It's Malik Allen. The double and triple teams are coming now, as East St. Louis is applying the pressure defensively. Allen gives to Curry. He's got a step, and he puts it down for 2 points. Cuts the lead to 19-8. Here's Rich over to Falconer. Gets it in the corner. Rucker got his man to jump. Gives it to Robinson, who misses it. Contested rebound, but the Tigers end up with it. Here's Malik Allen. He's got 3 points tonight. Tigers looking for something. They got to find continued pressure as we enter the final minute of the first quarter. Under a minute to go here in the first quarter here. Allen thought about the drive. Tillman, he'll drive to the left, gets it to Malik Allen. Gets it over to Marquetto. Oh, no good. Rolls off the rim, rebound controlled by Demarion Brown. Gets it over to Rucker. And no good. Also rolls around. Brown again with another rebound. And he finishes at the rim, showing off the size that he's got at 6'8". He's towering over everybody on this Edwardsville team right now. Tillman, good pass to Crosby. Even better pass to Allen. Open 3, no good. Rebounded by Crosby. Another one. No good. It's Marion Brown with another rebound. And as time expires, it's 21 Flyers, 8 Tigers. And not looking good so far in the first quarter for the Tigers. Found a little bit better offense towards the end of that quarter. We'll see if there's anything sustained that they can do down the stretch. So we're back now with our second quarter coverage as your Edwardsville Tigers are down 13 right now at the start of the second quarter. Gotta find some sort of stable offense that they can bank on for the rest of this game, because so far nothing's working. They've had to settle for some contested looks. Isaiah Coster subs back into the game for Alec Marquetto as Malik Allen gets an open look and he buries it. Bottles that one down. Also, looks like Danian Rucker subbed in for older brother Daneco Rucker, and Cameron Boone, who is 6'10", subs in for Demarion Brown. That'll be interesting to watch how the Tigers play that. And the shot's missed by the Flyers, and Curry grabs the rebound. And turnover there by Kloster. And a good finish at the rim by number 10, Antoine Robinson. So you can see the Flyers are getting more aggressive, and the Tigers are finding some smart plays out of it. Every time they double, they're starting to find the open look now as Chris Crosby gets bottled in there. As I say that, he throws the turnover. And ref rules that Tiger ball. East St. Louis not happy with that. Curry gets it over to Allen. Into Crosby. Over to Curry. Good pass inside to Kloster. Over to an open Chris Crosby, who misses the three. Rebounded by Rich, who gets it up to Robinson. And he lays it in for two. So you can see, finally, the Tigers are starting to make some smart plays, getting out of the double teams, passing out of it. As Malik Allen gets doubled there, he'll get it over to Curry. And Kloster was trying to drive on Cameron Boone. Looks like Boone's going to pick up foul number 1 for the Flyers. As Kloster gets subbed out for Jonathan Stump. So Tigers have to go with their tallest guy, 6'7" Jonathan Stump. We'll see if he can do anything. Get it over to Stump. He'll try the floater. And the jumper is no good. Sorry. Rebounded by Falconer. Gets it over to Rucker for an open jumper. No good. Crosby with the rebound. And Curry got double teamed for a second there. Gets out of it. And Malik Allen tries to force a pass inside to Jonathan Stump. Doesn't work. Falconer gets fouled on the way to the rim, but a huge block by A.J. Tillman. That's not going to count. Still a cool highlight play, though. Foul is on Chris Crosby, number 11. As McKinley Falconer is going to step up to the free throw line. And it looks like both teams trying to make some substitutions. And free throw number 1 is up and good. So Marquetto is going to sub in for Chris Crosby. And Danico Rucker is going to sub in for, let's see, I believe that's Antoine Robinson of the Flyers. So Falconer trying to make free throw 2 of 2. Already hit the first one. And no good. Rebound by Marquetto. And Tillman started to drive. He gets fouled by Danian Rucker. Still 26-11 Flyers, as there is 5:29 to go in the second quarter. And that one's stolen by Rich. And that's an impressive dunk for a high school senior. That, ladies and gentlemen, is why Caleb Rich is going to play Division I basketball at a very high level at Kansas State. I believe he reversed midair and dunked that 2 hands backwards. As the Tigers have started an offensive possession, I'm still talking about that dunk because that's how impressive it was. Curry trying to drive, can't get anything. Good pass to Stump, even better one to Tillman. He's open, and he buries that 3. Much needed basket for the Tigers. As Rich is now bringing the ball up the court for the Flyers. So 6'7", and he handles like a guard. And there's a buried 3 by McKinley Falconer. And you know what? I'm just going to say it. Caleb Rich, he might never go to the NBA, but that dunk reminds me of a high school Zion Williamson. That's the only person I've seen that could pull off a dunk like that in high school. Impressive display of athleticism. As Malik Allen gets a fantastic feed to Jonathan Stump, who finishes it off for 2 points. 31-16 is the score now in favor of the Flyers. Rich trying to drive, and he turns the ball over. Curry trying to go all the way, gets it to Stump, kicks it out to Malik Allen. He'll try a deep three. In and out. Buzzed around the rim for a second, but no good. And it's rebounded by Boone. And there's a nothing but net three from Danian Rucker, assisted by his older brother, Daneko Rucker. Malik Allen got underneath the rim, didn't get the look he was looking for. There's Tillman. And the Tigers can't seem to get anything going inside on the Flyers. It's a tough defense to crack. Allen, athletic play, gets it out to Stump. Open look is no good, and Danian Rucker controls the rebound. 2 minutes to go here in first half action. Danian tries the three, and it's good again. Assisted by Daneko Rucker for the second time tonight. The Rucker-to-Rucker connection is working really, really well so far tonight, as they seem to be three-point specialists for this Flyer team. Here's Tillman, tough jumper, no good. Rebounded by Rich. And thought about the three, drives instead. And he gets the floater to fall. 39-16 is the score now in favor of the Flyers, as we are just about a minute left in this second quarter. Tillman, he'll get fouled. McKinley Falconer has played a solid game for the Flyers off the bench so far tonight. He is gonna get subbed out though in favor of Terrell Scott. And 53 seconds remain in this first half. Tigers look for something offensively. Jay Curry trying to go all the way. Passes it to Stump. Marquetto now. Gets it inside to Stump. Thought about the jumper. Drives instead. Gets Boone to jump, and he'll commit the foul. So 33.7 remain in this first half. Jonathan Stump will shoot 2 free throws here. I believe this is the first shooting foul the Tigers have had, so the first opportunity to see somebody at the free throw line. And it's up. And it's no good. Rolled around the rim for a set. A couple of substitutions are made. Jake Curry is going to take a seat on the bench in favor of Donovan Coates, who comes into this game. And Demarion Brown is going to sub in for Cameron Boone, who just committed the foul for the Flyers. And Stump sinks the second. So that cuts into the lead, 39-17 now, as this clock is under 30 seconds in the first half, excuse me. Open look for Brown, and he buries it. Not going to see many big guys like that be able to hit long shots, but Marion Brown, who is 6'8", and A.J. Tillman buries into the contact, and he's going to shoot 2 at the free throw line with 0.2 seconds remaining. The Flyers coach is not happy about that foul call. He thinks Tillman went into him intentionally. And free throw 1 is good. Free throws are going to be crucial for the Tigers if they want any chance in this game. They're going to have to sink their free throws. As A.J. Tillman just does just that. Excuse me. Sinks the first 2. The third is on the way. And it's up. No good. Ball bounced around for a bit, but no time left. And that's how our first half ends. 41 for the Flyers, 19 for your Tigers. A rough first half for the Tigers indeed. But really, Michaela Bridge is the talk of this half. He didn't have the most points. Actually, I'm not sure. He did actually have the most points. 10 points. 10 points for him. He was rebounding the ball. He was passing the ball. He's getting blocks. He's getting steals. He's doing it all for the Flyers. If they can't find a way to shut him down, the Tigers are going to have no chance in this game as they're already down a bunch. We'll see how this game pans out for the Tigers the rest of the way, and we'll be back with second half coverage in just under 10 minutes.
I just wanted to come on here really quickly and say that is the EHS alumni pep band. So it is people who have been part of the EHS band for, I don't know. I heard it was they had members that were dating back as early as graduating in like 1950 something. So it's very cool, and you can definitely feel the power of all those instruments here tonight. Yeah, but tune in. They sound great.
Wait, what? That's the alumni band? The white is Sloan right there. You can see Sloan. And then that's the only person I recognize immediately. How is it the only person that... Oh, is it Amelia? Okay, I recognize Amelia. I feel like I should recognize more people, but that's the only people I can see in the video.
Four contras and 2 sousaphones. Isn't that awesome? All right, keep listening.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and we are now bringing you our second half coverage as the Tigers try to come back from this huge deficit Current score is 41-19. The Flyers are leading. We'll see as the Tigers attempt to mount this comeback. We'll see if they can do it. As the second half begins with the ball in the Flyers' hands. There's Caleb Rich with the ball now. He was the story of the first half. A dominating performance. Blocking shots, getting steals, dunking the ball, hitting threes over guys. Just an impressive display of his versatility and athleticism. As there it is. No good on the three-pointer. Rich with the offensive board. And he puts it down. Deneko Rucker initially missed the three. I haven't seen either one of the Rucker brothers miss any threes. I don't think they've missed a three so far tonight. So a rare break that they missed one. Here's Rich. Gets it over to the corner. And the three-pointer is no good. Rebounded by Malik Allen. That was Antoine Robinson on the three-point attempt. Tillman now trying to provide a spark to his team. He's the senior leader for this team, the point guard. He runs the show. Can he provide a spark now when the Tigers are down by so much? First half lineups, or second half lineups for both teams start the same way they did in the first half. And ball gets poked loose from Crosby, but it's out on East St. Louis. So 6:39 to go in this game. And it's 43-19 Flyers.
They didn't have anything, literally nothing. That's cool.
Thanks. Tillman catches the inbound pass. There's a bad turnover by the Tigers. Jake Curry got pinned there and kind of threw the ball away. It's been like that for the Tigers. It's that kind of a night. Defense has been brutal all night from the Flyers. Rich gets it inside to Rucker, excuse me. And a great move from Demarion Brown as he finishes that one off for another 2 points. And here's Tillman. Double team, kind of triple team there. Chris Crosby with the ball now over to Malik Allen. He'll try a deep three. Nothing but net for Malik. And with 5:34 to go in this second half, we have a 45-22 lead for the East St. Louis Flyers. That Malik Allen three-pointer cut into that lead a little bit, but still a huge deficit. 5:34 to go in the third. We'll be back with more third quarter coverage when we return. So third quarter coverage resumes as the Flyers currently hold a 45-22 lead over your Edwardsville Tigers. And that ball took a weird bounce. Bounced off a couple of hands, but ends up in the hands of Michaela Barich. And a little confusion there between Danian Rucker, as it looks like his older brother, Daneko Rucker, cut towards where Michaela Barich was, and Danian Rucker sent that ball to the sidelines where it was caught by a teammate who's not currently playing. So a rare mistake for the Flyers here. Can the Tigers capitalize on it with points? Good move from Curry. He gets it over to Malik Allen, who takes a contested jumper and buries it. 11 points now from Malik Allen. He's having a solid night. And there's an air ball from Danian Rucker, but it's rebounded and scored on by Demarion Brown. Crosby gets double teamed and draws the foul. Foul's called on number 3, Danian Rucker. That's his second of the game. That's the second of the game, and he'll be subbed out. Following that, good pass from Jake Curry off the inbound to Chris Crosby. Crosby follows up a great pass from Jake Curry off the inbounds and scores on it. Terrell Scott is going to sub in, though, for Danian Rucker. And I think Daneko Rucker might have dribbled that off his foot. That one went out of bounds, so turnover for the Flyers. Getting a little complacent here on offense. I'm not saying it's going to cut into that lead, but a couple turnovers in the past few possessions. Not exactly how you want to play. But again, a huge lead, probably not going to affect it. Curry looking for something. And Crosby tried to force that down the middle. It's stolen by Daneko Rucker, who goes all the way and gets the contact and finishes. Crosby went straight into his chest, and he still finished it. I thought there was going to be a foul called or he wouldn't make it, but neither one of those happens. Rucker finishes the lay, and no foul is called. Crosby. Spin move, and there it is, the third dunk of the game from Michaela Barich. Off a turnover from Crosby. Tried a spin move, didn't have it, lost his dribble, and the rest is history. Curry falls to the ground. It's picked up, though, by Crosby, who gets it over to an open A.J. Tillman. He misses the three-pointer, bounces off a couple of people. Malik Allen gets it and lays it in, and one. Weird bounce there for that basketball, and it ends up in Malik Allen's hands, and he'll step to the line to try to finish off the three-point play. And Herb Martin will sub in for Jake Curry, and Alec Marquetto will sub in for Chris Crosby. Crosby had a couple of turnovers. Really nice to see head coach Dustin Battis offering him a word of encouragement as he comes off the bench. And Allen misses the free throw, so can't finish off the three-point play. Rucker, corner three, no good. And the rebound goes out of bounds. They'll say it went off Antoine Robinson of East St. Louis. And so it's Tiger basketball. So first action this game of Herb Martin that we're seeing. Big time player on the JV side of things. Only a sophomore. And they're stumped, taking a contested three. Bounced around the rim, but no good. as I was saying, Herb Martin, big-time player on JV. We'll see if he can make an impact tonight at the varsity level, too. And three-pointer is no good. Ball bounced off an Edwardsville defender, though, and it's going to stay with East St. Louis. Minute 45 to go in this third quarter. 51-28 is your score. Scott gets it into Demarion Brown. Immediately takes the jumper, no good. Rebounded by Stump and the Tigers. Double team comes. Tillman gets out of it. Malik Allen over to an open Alec Marquetto, no good on the three-point try. Robinson again, and he hits the three. Assisted by Terrell Scott. Play there in transition. Herb Martin, dangerous pass to Marquetto, but he gets away with it. Still with the ball. Gotta like the confidence in this youngster. Holding onto the ball as long as he has. Sophomore in high school. I think the Tigers think they've got something here in Herb Martin long term. Stump goes all the way and finishes off the play, but I believe they're gonna call a foul on that and not count the basket.
Foul number 24, Demarion Brown. Basket counts as number 33, Jonathan Stump steps to the line.
And you know what? They are going to count the basket and put him at the line. So that's another possible three-point play as Jonathan Stump steps to the line to try to finish this one off. Demarion Brown gets the foul for the Flyers as he sinks it. So he finishes off the three-point play and cuts this lead down to 23 with under a minute to go here in this third quarter. Scott gets it over to Brown. Here's Rucker in the corner. Bad angle on that shot. From where I was sitting, it's almost like he shot behind the basket. It's tough to explain. And there's a bad pass from Stump. That's a turnover. And Michaela Rich, ladies and gentlemen. If you didn't know him now you do. Edwardsville, Illinois is getting a strong introduction to this guy. Bad pass from Jonathan Stump turns into a turnover. They get it over to him, and I believe that was Jonathan Stump who got posted on. Big-time dunk from Michaela Bridge there. And he goes to the line and can't finish off the three-point play. And they're going to get a foul on Antoine Robinson, too. 16 points now for Rich, as Jake Curry and Chris Crosby are going to sub back in for Herb Martin and Alec Marquetto. There's Malik Allen. Kind of open look, and it's airballed. Rich comes down with the rebound. And there's a foul on Tillman now. And Herb Martin will sum back in, and this time he's joined by Donovan Coates. As A.J. Tillman and Jake Curry are going to take a seat on the bench right now. The two starting guards for the start of this game taking a seat on the bench right now for the youngsters. Not a bad time to do that. Get the guys some playing time. There's Terrell Scott. Misses on the three-pointer. And it's rebounded by Stump. So, end of the third quarter, heading into the fourth. It's 56 for the Flyers and 31 for your Edwardsville Tigers, as the Tigers will try to stage some sort of amazing comeback here, down 25 in the fourth quarter. It would take a lot, but don't lose faith, though. It could still happen. And we're just going to have to keep watching and tuning in. We'll be back with our fourth quarter coverage in just a few minutes. So we're back now with our fourth quarter coverage. Again, the East St. Louis Flyers are up 25 right now on the Edwardsville Tigers. Tillman will sub back in, as will Jay Curry. So the two youngsters take another seat on the bench. Tillman gets it inside. He is an open look, thought about it, doesn't take it. Stump. Another turnover there. This one, the steal by Rich. He gets it over to Robinson, who doesn't get the roll. Almost had an athletic and one layup there, but can't finish it off. Jonathan Stump picks up the foul. And going back to that offensive play, just trying to force it down low too quickly. Again, there's no shot clock. You're down 25. Settle down. Take some time. And let's make the right play. And first free throw is up, and it is good. Antoine Robinson having himself a game. 11 points so far tonight. Chance to make it 12 right here. And he does. So 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Flyers improve the lead to 58-31. Curry gets it over to Tillman. Drives all the way. And blocked by the 6'10" Cameron Boone. Tough play there. Drove all the way down and just a 6'10" guy. What are you going to do? And the three-pointer is good. McKinley Falconer buries that one. And with 6:53 to go in the fourth quarter and a 61-31 lead for the Flyers, Edwardsville will call a timeout now. 6:53 to remaining in this one. We'll see how it finishes it up. We'll back with more fourth quarter coverage when we return. And we're back with more fourth quarter coverage. On a more positive note for Edwardsville, I've got an update on the women's basketball game between Edwardsville and East St. Louis. That one's over in East St. Louis. Third quarter came to an end, and Edwardsville is up 37-31 over the Flyerettes. And travel's called there. Ball's going to be given to East St. Louis now. So the boys team might not be winning, but the girls team is at least. Thank you, Mr. Fox, for that update. Again, that was 9 minutes ago. Fourth quarter's most likely already started there. And I'll try to get an update on that if one comes before the end of this game. There's Rich, deep three, no good, front iron. Jonathan Stump with the rebound. Here's Curry. Stump forces a three, no good. Curry gets it over to an open Tillman. In and out. Rolled off the iron. Stump was fighting for that rebound. They will say it went off of him. And it's going to be Flyer ball.
As well as number 3, Herb Martin, number 14, Donovan Coates for the Tigers.
And Herb Martin and Donovan Coates are going to be subbing in for the Tigers as Jonathan Stump and Jake Curry will take a seat on the bench. And almost a steal there. Controlled, though, by Demarion Brown. Cameron Boone lays it in now.
Made by number 20, Cameron Boone.
And again, that's a 6'2" guy on a 6'4" defender. It's just and here's an open Crosby. No good off the front iron. Gets his own rebound though. Gets inside. No good again. Gets another offensive board. That time it's blocked by Cameron Boone and possession's controlled by the Flyers. Good pass from Brown. And Boone misses the layup at the rim, but the foul is going to be called on number 14, Donovan Coates.
As number 20, Cameron Boone steps to the line.
So Cameron Boone will step to the line. 4:21 remaining in this one, in a 63-31 lead for the Flyers, and now this clock is running. As the first free throw rolls off the iron.
Number 15,
A couple of substitutions are going to be made.
as well as number 5, Montrez West.
Alec Marquetto, Montrez West, and Jonathan Stump all will be subbing in. Looks like for A.J. Tillman, Donovan Coates, and Chris Crosby.
On the floor for the Flyers, number 11, Davis Bynum.
And then number 11, Davis Bynum, subs in as well for the Flyers. And Boone makes the second one. So 64-31 is the score now. Under 3.5 to go now. Here's Allen, lost his dribble, stolen by Demarion Brown. I'm not sure he knew he had that steal. Good move all the way. Can't get the finger roll, gets his own rebound and misses it. He can't get it either. Cameron Boone tried to take the putback dunk, but he missed it too. Two missed shots there. And Alec Marquetto with a pretty play on the other end. Fakes the pass and lays that one in for an easy two. Demarion Brown finally gets one to fall. Looks like the Flyers had about 3 chances to put that one down, and they couldn't get any of them. End up with 0 points on the possession. And McKinley Falconer is going to get a foul on that play. And a lot of substitutions now for the Flyers as Curtis Bounds and Robert McCline sub into the game, as well as number 23, Arlandius Brown. And then for the Tigers, Braylon Heavens checks into the game now. Marquetto gets it over to Stump. Misses the three, no good, and rebounded by, that's number 14, Robert McCline, as the three is missed there by Brown. Stump now gets it over Marquetto. Misses the three-pointer, rebounded by Montrez West. Stump getting inside, getting pulled for a second there. Thought he should have had a foul, and then misses the floater. This one looks like it's on its way to wrapping up. Minute 20 to go in this one. 66-33 in favor of the Flyers right now, as most of the subs are in right now. And there's Arlandius Brown with an acrobatic lay there at the rim. Braylon Heavens avoids a steal. Gets it to Montrez West, who misses that one. No, it's blocked. Excuse me. And now Cody Moore will sub into this game. Stump will take a seat on the bench. Under a minute to go here in this one. 68-33 is the lead.
Number 15, Marquetto.
Marquetto lays that one in, and it's 68-35. Under 30 to go in this one. The subs are in. Not a great showing for the Tigers, but again, this is one of the best teams in the state in East St. Louis. Certainly a respectable loss on their resume at the end of the year. An unfortunate loss. You never want to lose. But again, one of the best teams in the state. And there's a steal by Brentlin Heavens. And Herb Martin can't finish it off. Neither can Montrez West. And the Flyers get the ball back. 2-1. And this game is over. 68-33 is the final. Flyers win in convincing fashion. Tough loss for the Tigers, but again, a very, very good East St. Louis team on the other side. Tough loss. They'll bounce back, though. The Tigers fall to 9-7, and the East St. Louis Flyers jump up to 9-1. We won't be back with another home game for a little bit. I believe that's not till next Friday. Not this Friday, but the Friday after that. See you then. And if you have any needs for the broadcasting department, please contact Tennyson Rose or Mr. Antrim. Thank you. Good night.